In 1993, Sega Technical Institute began work on a Sonic the Hedgehog spin-off entitled SEGApede. Here you would play as a new character named Zip, one of Robotnik's creations who's on a quest to save the Mad Doctor. Sega eventually insisted that all ties with the Sonic universe be severed, but its original inspirations and story could still be felt everywhere. In 1994, the game would be cancelled and would not resurface again until hiddenpalace.org would upload a single-stage demo in 2022, which of course is what we'll be playing today. Instead of rings, you pick up additional segments for your hind end, maxing out at 5 and all with a variety of unique looks. We have this little guy here with an antenna, another with spikes, and of course your primary one that your torso attaches to. Apparently all of these have proper names and usages according to the concept art on Hidden Palace's site. And speaking of Hidden Palace, the website is named after the infamously scrapped Sonic 2 stage, Hidden Palace Zone. And apparently to speed the demo along, the developer actually reused the tile set from that very level, connecting this game with the Sonic universe and its design even further. Though instead of frantically scattering everywhere like in Sonic's outings, here they simply drop, ready to be retrieved, assuming you survived the attack. And of course there's that great sense of Sonic speed and movement here, which frankly is phenomenal, especially considering it's only a prototype. Now it can be floaty at times, especially when you're aiming for like precision platforming, but your guy really gets going when he starts speeding up, which makes me almost mostly forgive the looseness, just because it's just so fun to move. Now at first I thought this level was pretty simplistic, and frankly it is. Here's a run from level start to level finish. It only takes a few moments. And whoopsie doodle, slip through the stage. But that's just one path. Here's an upper area. And here's a lower area. I kept thinking I saw everything this level had to offer, and kind of wanted to turn it off, but just couldn't bring myself to do it. And then I realized these crystals warped you. Then I learned you can go behind certain walls and discover other exits. Now imagine what this could have been if it was a fully fleshed out stage, or better yet, a fully fleshed out game with added challenges, obstacles, and boss fights. And special stages. And I gotta talk about the animations too. Look how silly this idol is. Pop! Off goes his head. I also get a kick out of the death animation. You're left with just a smoldering orb. Now, general movement looks like you're skating, and honestly, it really reminds me of Uniracers on the SNES. Funny that both Uniracers and SEGApede were dated to 1994. It kind of seems like Nintendo and Sega had some intersecting ideas around that time. Now, I've been very positive about this game so far, but there definitely is some jank. We do have to keep in mind that this is a prototype. For example, the platforming is very lock-on, lock-to. Very little animation between. The segments don't always stay with you very well. You can lose them on certain jumps and then they kind of slowly float back to you. They can also flicker, not knowing exactly how they should be animating. Now, I'm assuming the developers would have ironed out some of these hiccups had it been brought to retail, but who knows. Unfortunately though, in 1994, Sega Technical Institute had bitten off more than they could chew with numerous simultaneous projects. At some point, likely shortly after this demo was compiled, team members were moved to other games, and SEGApede, at that point retitled to Astropede, was put on indefinite hold. Now, if you want more info on this game, there's a ton of it on hiddenpalace.org. You can see concept art, just a huge write-up and article about it. I'll put links in the description below for you to check out. So thank you so much everybody for watching. If you want to support the show, we have a Patreon, and we also have some pretty silly, ridiculous merch that we just came out with. It's very preservation forward, very much inspired by late 90s extreme, radical, weird gaming ads. I'll put links in the description below if you're interested in any of that. But aside from that, I do appreciate all of you just watching and hope to see you all back for the next video. Cheers, and we'll see you next time.